Hi, my name's Dermot Craig. I'm a person in long-term recovery. For me, that means I haven't had to use alcohol or drugs to change the way I feel for quite an extended period now, over 17 years. In saying that, my recovery and everything that I do to keep myself well, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, is all still very tied to the fact that I'm in recovery and I continue to use the tools that I was gifted with when I first found recovery, and I continue to use them and develop them and improve on them, hopefully today. I'm very lucky. I'm now full-time employed as the Recovery Community Development Manager with Aberdeen in Recovery, and the name's in the name and the working role is in the title. I'm tasked with to try and develop the lived experience community appears in Aberdeen, give it voice, promote it, hopefully making it attractive rather than promoting it as an organisation, and basically we exist to provide the bridge between dependence and independence for those who seek to embark on a journey of recovery. Okay, so it's probably now coming into either week 5, maybe week 6. We were getting a lot of inquiries on the Monday prior to the sort of national lockdown. The Monday prior to that, we were getting a lot of inquiries from guys, and I was a little bit of, I wouldn't say hysteria, but I was a lot of worry and concern about, what's got to happen. A lot of questions that we really couldn't answer. So on the Monday morning, we were saying, no, we'll be keeping things open and continuing to run and keep the groups running for as long as we possibly can. But things really changed quite drastically into the afternoon and then onto the Tuesday morning. There was some emails flying back and forth, and organisations saying that they were looking to go into lockdown, and staff were going to be working from home and things. So we took a decision to close all our groups on that Tuesday. The national lockdown didn't really follow until the following week. So that first week and into the second week, we were really at a bit of a loss. We were spending most of our time in telephone calls, texting, and just trying to get assurances to the guys, getting messages out on my website, my social media platforms, etc., just to let people know that we're closing down groups, etc. But we would try and, as quickly as we possibly could, get something back up and running to the guys, the membership could still connect. So that I was amazed, and it's been spoken about before. I'm really amazed and really quite proud of how quickly the lived experience community, including mutual aid and fellowship, really grasped the change that was required. And then within days of lockdown, there was online meetings being provided. It took us a little bit longer. We made a decision to go for a Zoom platform and utilise that. But we had ironed out some gremlins and some mistook and some crinkles and things, and realised that one licence couldn't do exactly what we needed to do. So we'll have to get a second one, etc., etc. But within a week to 10 days, we'd worked enough with the platform that we were confident. We'd done a couple of practice runs, and we'd arranged with guys to come in and push all the buttons and make the mistakes, hopefully, before we went live. And then we pulled together a timetable that has resulted in us being able to avail 2 and 3 online meetings every single day of the week, Monday to Friday. We didn't have the manpower really to keep it going in evenings and in the weekends. we are still looking to investigate how we may be able to do some of that. But we've certainly circulated every link that we can lay our hands on, so that there's opportunities for the guys to still connect, if they wish to, on other online meetings that are availed through mutual aid fellowship in the evenings and at the weekends. I believe, I said earlier on about how quickly lived experience communities have grasped this opportunity of change and to learn. And I believe that's the foundation of that comes from our experience, and where we're continually told to look to embrace change, no matter how fearful it is, no matter how scary the prospect of something new is. Embracing change is a very important part, certainly of my recovery, and within the recovery principles that I hope AIR continues to encourage within others. So on a national basis, I can see because we've been forced into a bit of very necessary required learning over a short period. It's been all hands on deck, and we've made fools of ourselves and made some mistakes and lost lost things that we shouldn't lose, etc. But we've moved forward. You know, agencies and public structures are very governed by risk. We have an added benefit that we can take some informed risks, and we're willing to do so. So we've had to grasp this opportunity and work ourselves through our fears. And we've come out the other end really quite geared. And moving forward, the opportunities that utilising this plot for the online and virtual platform, we had such a trouble previously trying to get interviews arranged and communication set up for content for our radio show. We tried so many different aspects of how we can do it, how we can arrange. We'd speak to people, and yeah, we're very willing to do some, record something. But the problem was always getting people together. And this virtual meeting setting is amazing to do that. We're now pre-recording our radio shows on a Tuesday for broadcast on a Thursday, and it's all been done virtually. The other huge advantage is the logistics and geographics of Scotland. We're a small population, so connections should be really good. You know, we're small enough to keep change and new ways of doing from being overly diluted, because we're a small population. But the geographic problem has always been the issue. And in trying to centralise things over the time that I've been very active in recovery and availing myself to different options of getting together and getting to know the landscape, an awful lot of things was based in the Central Belt, and it cost a huge amount of money and finances and resources and time for anyone in the northeast and further north up in the Highlands to get connected. These virtual meetings, I have now been, quite a number of meetings where there has been input from everywhere and all over different areas of Scotland. This will avail us to actually get a collective voice, because this doesn't need transport and time and costs. This can bring the whole lived experience community nationally in the whole of Scotland. It can get these recoveries all together and start learning from each other. So I was really very scared initially. I got through that. I had to force myself to sit in front of a camera and let everyone see my warts and all and all my wrinkles and the double chin and all that stuff. I had to force myself through all my anxieties, but coming through the other end, there's huge amounts of learning, and the possibilities are endless. positive message of hope. I think recent events and ongoing, this isn't done yet, has really shown how resilient lived experience communities have become. We have a basis, a structure, and a foundation that we can react very quickly to change. I think I've described that in what I've said up to this point, but a message of hope. If we can get through this and come out the other side with limited damage, we can sail through anything that's ahead of us. And the opportunities that are now, and the passion for giving voice to lived experience, the passion that is so very active now, we've got such an opportunity using these kind of platforms, using IT and technology to its best advantage. We can spread this message and really let everyone know that recovery is very, very possible. It's not easy. It's hard work, as getting through these last few weeks have been. But the outcomes and the benefits of it are worth all the troubles.